Napoli lined up in a 4-3-3 on paper, but in deeper regions, they morphed into a 4-2-3-1 structure during the build-up phase. Bologna, in turn, defended in a compact 4-4-2 mid-block. There were two main areas Napoli looked to exploit in Bologna's setup. First, the 3 versus 2 advantage in build-up. Second, the numerical superiority between the lines in midfield. Let's start with the first one, the 3v2 in build-up. To bypass Bologna's first line of pressure, Napoli wanted to form a temporary back 3. But instead of dropping a midfielder between the center backs, which would reduce presence in more advanced zones, they used the goalkeeper as the third man. That allowed them to maintain midfield superiority higher up the pitch while achieving a 3 versus 2 against Bologna's front 2. Central midfielders. In theory, this should have given Napoli an edge. But in practice, it didn't really work, and the reason was structural. Napoli's center-backs positioned themselves extremely wide. The idea behind that was to force Bologna's 2 forwards to cover more ground and stretch horizontally. But this exaggerated width backfired. Whenever the ball reached one of the center-backs, he found himself essentially isolated on the flank, with limited angles forward and sideways. Rather than inviting pressing and exploiting the free man, Napoli's build-up sequences often got stuck, especially when there was no quick switch of play. Bologna were able to trap Napoli wide, limiting the center-back's options only to the ball side. This led to many forced long balls and lost possessions for Napoli, highlighting the need to find a different way to build from the back. Now let's look at the second area of focus: numerical superiority in midfield, especially between the lines. Against Bologna's 4-4-2, Napoli's 3 midfielders were naturally up against just 2 opponents. To capitalize on this, the double pivot intentionally stayed deeper. This positioning wasn't random. Had the double pivot not dropped deeper each time, Bologna's midfielders could have remained closer to their defensive line, helping maintain vertical compactness. Instead, they were forced to push higher in an attempt to control Napoli's double pivot. This, in turn, increased the distance between the lines. In those spaces, Napoli's third midfielder was looking to receive and break Bologna's press. But this didn't materialize, as Bologna had a solution, which we'll explore next. So, if you want to know exactly how Bologna controlled Napoli and stayed one step ahead, the full tactical dive is waiting for you on Patreon. Hit the link in the description, join the community, and level up your football IQ. But if not, no worries. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more next-level football analysis.